Awesome. So please welcome Andrew Ferenbach.
Hey, I have to be accurate about these things. Okay, so this routine will be sort of all the little bits of routines that haven't quite become one big routine. So there may not be 100% perfect continuity between them. So let's start off with a joke. What sits at the bottom of the ocean and sings songs about being angry with her boyfriend? Atlantis Morissette. Yeah, I didn't say it was high quality, but that's my own original. Anyways, so as I'm very fond of saying, I love free stuff. I mean, I am like the biggest fan of freebies. Every kind of freebie that I can lay my little hands upon, I get. And if there's a way of getting more than one freebie, then I'll get that too. And so, I mean, years ago at the Student Union shop in Dundee in Scotland, it was, dark and distant past, they had like every week there was an offer that if you put in your name and put in your email, then you print off a coupon, you get a free something, like a free chocolate bar or a bottle of water or something. Yeah, cool. So yes, on Monday I claimed that, felt terribly good about myself, walked in, hi, I'll take this, and I'm like, okay, free. And then, of course, on Tuesday I walked in, and they're like, you did this yesterday. And I'm like, yeah, but they get reimbursed. It's not like I was robbing them. But still, they were like, sorry, we can't honor this. And like Bugs Bunny in the cartoons, I was like, well, you realize this means war. And so I was like, right, let's get tactical. So since it was part of a chain, I went to all 6 branches in town every single week to claim 6 free chocolate bars, not just one. And since they had wronged me at such a fundamental level, they gave me this hateful expression, I thought, right, I'm going to screw their day up. And how did I do this? I organized flash mobs. So using repeated email addresses and phony names, everything from Bilbo Baggins to Bill Hicks, I stuck on there and printed off a big stack of coupons, and everyone I spoke to who was heading off to the union was like, hey, grab a free chocolate bar while you're, I want to mess their day up good and proper. Like, process that. All it would have taken is 2 and I'd have been appeased, but no, have 26 instead. Anyway, but that's me. Anyway, so, topic change. So, one thing, I guess, I'm a scientist, but that's neither here nor there. And I guess, I've always loved puzzles and, just like with YouTube rabbit holes and Wikipedia rabbit holes, my brain always goes down little rabbit holes, and I can never say when or where this is going to strike. And yeah, you're going to see some strange connections here. So, I don't know if you've heard of the TV show Flipper about a boy and his lovable dolphin. They call him Flipper, 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 faster than light. Well, so there I... Yeah, exactly. That sets the scene. There was I walking down the corridor in my high school in my adolescence, thinking they call him Flipper, 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 faster than light. And then another thought comes in from the other side. Well, as you approach light speed, then you're blasted into your component atoms. So there, suddenly I was thinking, Flipper blasting his component atoms, and I was like, that would be kind of awkward. So that thought hits my brain, and suddenly I think that's pretty absurd, so I giggle out loud. At the very instant, I make eye contact with a friend of mine who was having terrible trouble with his acne. And so suddenly he thinks I'm laughing at his bad skin. But how exactly do I explain? No, I was thinking about an exploding dolphin. He'd never believe that in a million years. True story. Yeah, but that's just how my mind works. I mean, my mind is always, I have so much spare brain time that it never slows down. So I have to use it for something. I used to rent it out to a friend of mine, but that's a story for another time. And so similarly, when I was in Australia many years ago, then I don't know if you know, but Australia has a terrible problem with intravenous drug users. Yes, which is an awful, awful business. I'm not making light of that. Serious stuff. And so the Australians, being the clever beer-drinking, kangaroo-riding types that they are, decided we're going to combat this problem. And I didn't know about this. So when I first went to a public toilet in a dodgy neighborhood in Australia, I can see from your confused expressions you don't know where this is going. So, I went to the urinals and did what people do at urinals. Let's not go into earthy detail. But it was glowing like radioactive, like Homer Simpson or something. And so I was thinking, what is wrong? What have I been drinking? It turns out they have this special kind of illumination in there, not your normal light, because it makes it harder to see your veins, because they're kind of blue. Okay, you see, well, you don't see where this is going. I'm not about to produce playing cards. But the point was, I suddenly, the spare brain time kicked into overdrive because I thought to myself, that's terribly weird. So they think they can beat people using funny lighting. And I was like, okay, but there are people who will go out into the street, they will mark their vein with a pen and go in. Psh, system defeated. But I thought, that's a little bit basic. And I thought, so all you need is proper lighting. So I thought, what's to stop a nasty drug addict wearing a miner's lamp, walking into the toilet and then turning on their trusty lamp and then illuminate the vein, no problem. I mean, it took me all of 2 seconds to solve the intravenous drug problem. But anyway, once again, this is where my runaway brain goes when it's not tethered, which is constantly. But that's the way I work. Anyway, so as I often tell people, I mean, I love freebies, I love free things, but sorry, I almost forgot about something. While I was still in Australia, then a friend of mine, she played me her favorite song in the whole wide world, which was Ain't No Sunshine, which most of you have heard, probably. And I heard this, and I had never heard this song before, and I was like, ain't no sunshine when she's gone, doom, doom, ba-da-da-da-da. But I misheard the lyrics. I thought it said, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And so I imagined of some guy lying on his back, sort of spreading his cheeks, and I thought, okay, but his girlfriend didn't want him to involve himself in extreme sunbathing. And the really terrifying part is a few years back, there was actually a trend in butthole tanning, that men were actually doing this in anal sunshine situation because they believed it had health benefits. Holy crap, I mean, you don't want to get sunburned there, but like I said, this is just and as a result, this girl who loved that song more than anything can never listen to it again without thinking, anal sunshine when she's gone. But anyway, yeah, my fault, sorry. But now drifting back to the topic I've been meandering towards, my love of free things. And so signing up for all these mailing lists and possibly getting umpteen coupons for flash mobs, then I found myself with lots of nuisance phone calls happening because these freebie companies sell my details to every Yahoo in the zoo who's wanting to flog crap. And that includes claiming back on insurance you've been wrongly sold and things like that. And these guys won't take no for an answer because it's in their interest to get your money. I mean, it's like, hi, yes, we want to claim back the insurance that you were wrongly sold. And for a small fee, we'll give you back all your money. And you think, wow, you are so nice. But if you just say, no, I never had that insurance, they don't believe you because then they think you might have had it sold and were not aware of having it. And so I decided, okay. So, I mean, I tried a range of accents, to mess with them, going, oh, I do declare, yes, I don't think I've ever had that insurance in my entire life. But no, nothing dissuaded them. Claiming I was a forensic accountant, nope, didn't sway them at all. These people were insatiable and unstoppable. And so I thought, okay, what is the last thing that a nuisance phone call is expecting? Do they expect raised voices? Yes. Swearing? Absolutely. But the last thing they expect is a romantic serenade. And so, as soon as I got the phone call, I was like, hi there, this is Claims for You. We'd like to claim back your insurance. I go, the minute you walked in the joint, I could tell you were a man of distinction, real big spender, good looking, so refined. They didn't let me get to the chorus. I mean, how rude is that? Give me a chance. I mean, it's rare I get to bust out the pipes. I mean, to the point that colleagues of mine would actually, they get a sales call and pass the phone to me because they knew that's what I wanted to do. I mean, for me, it was a spot of fun, and yes, the nuisance call rates did go down. But anyway, yes, that's one of my many freebie adventures. Golly, I've got 1 minute left on the clock. What shall I do? Okay, yeah, I'm white. I cannot dance. I know my limits. And it may come as a surprise, but I do not go to the gym. I mean, it doesn't. You think this comes about overnight? No, it takes years of neglect. Oh, yes. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters, apparently. Another freebie, exactly. Through shenanigans, I obtained this t-shirt at a cost of $0. Thank you. And still people don't take me seriously when I say, hey, if you follow me, and okay, I sound like a sales call, I can get you the free t-shirt you desire. And they go, yeah, sure. And there's me just drowning in t-shirts. Well, we all have our crosses to bear, just mine is made of t-shirts. Okay, anyway, you guys have been lovely. Thank you so much.
Andrew Ferenbach, give him a round of applause.